What is up, guys? We are back for another Stranger Things Season 5 video. Today, we're going to be talking about some more set photos we got that kind of explain some stuff a little bit, and we got to get into it. But before we get started, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps. So, to get into everything, the first, batch of photos I want to get into, because we've been getting a lot of photos. I want to get into these locker photos that we got through the Stranger Things Instagram group. Now, the first one we have is basically a locker that has a physical science book, and it has a basketball, book bag. And I'm going to say, just from the things that we see, and we have a drawing of like the Back to the Future car, seems to be possibly Lucas's locker just off the basketball. He's the one that's into sports and stuff like that. So I definitely would say this is Lucas' locker. But we get and you see a hat. Lucas rocks the hat sometimes, depending on certain seasons, but he rocks the hat certain times. And then we have another locker that stuck out immediately. This is another angle of that picture. Remember, we saw a close-up and I was like, man, this is like a turtle. I still don't know what the hell this could be, but it says Hellfire Lives, guys. We have that like demon looking, drawn at the bottom with the horns. It looks like a turtle still shooting out some stuff to underscore the Hellfire Lives logo. And we see like something red, almost like it could be a jacket of some sort, or I don't know. It looks like it's like jersey material. I don't know. But we see a book bag also. So this could possibly be Dustin's locker or Mike. That's the vibes I'm getting. Remember, I said that in a previous video. This is possibly Dustin or Mike's locker, just because they were big into Hellfire. Possibly Dustin with this saying Hellfire Lives in honor of Eddie. So that's very interesting. Now, we see a bookshelf of yearbooks. We got 1978, 1966, and 73, and we even go to 85. I don't know, what this could possibly mean. Maybe they're trying to give us a hint about, a time jump or a potential flashback just with all the years. Because with stuff like this, you got to pay attention to it. Sometimes people are like, no, you're ODing on it. I could be ODing. You're right, but I got the dates lined up, with the Hawkins tiger on the front and stuff like that from the previous year. So maybe that's telling us we're going to go back in time and look at some stuff with the previous, seasons of Stranger Things due to all these years that we're seeing. Also, we have a Hawkins high school poster that's in the hallway. It seems to be, it has basketball, has spirit, and it says show your spirit. So I'm going to say that definitely sports is going to be involved in this season for sure, off of us seeing the basketball potentially in Lucas's locker. Definitely it's going to be like how it was in season 4. I want to say basketball involved and stuff like that, especially with this poster. From the vibes I'm getting, maybe maybe Lucas, he doesn't play anymore. Maybe he tries to get back into it after everything that happened to Eddie. It had that little situation in season 4 with him and everything, being dedicated to the game, but also just trying to be present with his friends. So I don't know, guys, but yeah, man, definitely looks like sports is going to be present. We see another one. It says sports are out, computer club, and it says data is in. So pretty much this is I don't know. I will say that this is probably just a poster that's saying things, probably like a hat tipped like Dustin or something like that. And it says join us in the library every Wednesday. And I'm trying to look. Yeah, pretty much it just looks like a school poster. So we have another one though that has save the whales on a door. I break for whales, save sport. Like so it's a lot of fishing involved. It seems to be Greenpeace. So it's saying Greenpeace. So I don't know if that's any clues on that. It's kind of complicated to dig into that. But then we get some photos from Stranger Things spoilers over on Twitter, and we got some photos from on set of Hawkins Memorial Hospital, and these are very interesting photos. So we see, looks like it could possibly be someone from the crew standing like where some bushes are, nothing to see there. And then we also see, we see the logo again for Hawkins Memorial Hospital. They're definitely loading equipment and everything in there for people to be filming and the cast and everything. And then another side of the logo, Hawkins Memorial Hospital, we see some lights for filming, and we also see some bikes, guys. So big standout is the bikes for sure, just because we know the kids ride bikes, and they're kind of docked right there, right by the hospital. So this is definitely a big clue that they're going to possibly be visiting Max. And I have something else later in the video I want to point out that could potentially happen in season 5. But yeah, I could definitely see that. I talked about that in a previous video about them potentially going to, chill and check up on Max and stuff like that. We have another one, guys, that I seen last night. Now this comes from Hawkins' family photo over on Instagram, and it's basically some nighttime shots of the set, and it's basically the same thing. The light is still outside, and one thing I did notice immediately is that we see, if we look close, that it is some red light up on the ceiling, red light. And when we watch Stranger Things, especially in season 4, with red light, that means Vecna is present. That means Vecna is going to be present. He's very present. So when the red light kicks up, so we definitely see the red light at the top mounted on the ceiling for sure. And then as we push forward, we see some more shots of the Hawkins Memorial Hospital. It looks like, if you look right there where that 3215 is, that they have the lights kicked up and that they're on. So I'm about to tell you guys what I think. And we see some ambulance. We see Roane County ambulance, and we see like the inside of like we see the inside of Hawkins Memorial Hospital, like the lobby or something. That definitely resembles, like, just the way it's set up resembles the way it looked in season 4. So I'm thinking Max, man. We like 2 doors. We see like 2 like metal doors that can potentially be the entrance of Hawkins Memorial Hospital. And we also got a 10-second video with no audio. Now this is the one that I think it explains a lot. So in this video, we see the outside of Hawkins Memorial Hospital, and the lights are flashing in a strobe like motion, almost like the upside down. You know how it is when the upside down is activated and stuff like that. When you sit here and look at this video and it's flashing, you see that it's flashing over the logo, but it's red inside. If you look real close, it is red inside of the Hawkins Memorial Hospital. So what I think is happening is potentially Vecna is visiting Max. I think that she is probably going to be the new Will. You remember how Will was in the earlier seasons, where he was stuck in the upside down, and Winona Ryder was looking for him, and Hopper, they were all on a search for him, including the kids. I think that Max, hers might not be as bad, possibly. Maybe it will be, but I think that she's going to be stuck in the upside down, and we're going to have to go back to like season 1 and 2, just like the Duffer said. That's what they want to do, to go back to that feel for season 1 and season 2 with the core of the kids. And I think that will bring everything, a little bit closer to them trying to help Max and get her saved. Maybe Vecna has her, down in the upside down, similar to how he did in season 4 when he had her pinned on the wall with all the rocks and stuff. And it makes sense. Think about it. Even in that scene, everything was red. I'm telling y'all, I think Vecna is messing with Max right now while she's probably on bed rest in a coma. I can just see that happening, and she's screaming for help. And the kids on bikes just also saying they're going to visit her and stuff like that, saying that they're visiting her. I can see them talking to each other, talking about how they gotta save Max and stuff like that. So I definitely think that Vecna is going to still be dealing with Max in season 5, and they're going to have to save her maybe by the middle of the season, because you don't want to take up a lot of the episodes. Maybe earlier in the season, I will hope. But I definitely see that she's going to be dealing with Vecna. That's my opinion, because I see the red inside of the hospital, and the first thing you see, when you see red, is Vecna. And I can just see that happening, and they get, either over that or it ends bad for Max. Either way, that's going to be crazy, because all the stuff she went through in season 4, and he's still messing around with her. We see that her eyesight was gone also. Hopefully she doesn't end up like Robert Englund in season 4 with no eyesight. I know a lot of people speculated they think Max will be blind. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, man, I definitely think with these potential set photos that Max can be dealing with Vecna again. So yeah, you all comment down below what you all think about what I talked about in these set photos we got. And yeah, let me know down in the comments. But unfortunately, it's the end of the video. I want you all to hit me on my social media. ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter. And you all right there will say subscribe next to it. Click join and become a member of the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.